Video editing for YouTubers sounds like such a grand idea and a grand career to have. You see all these guys flashing money. You have a lot of cool, fun ideas you can work on. You're seeing crazy edits. You're seeing these guys traveling all over the world. And in reality, it's not. I think the problem is that we believe, since we see all these guys doing cool things, that it means we'll also do cool things in the background, us video editors and creatives and photographers, whatever, the guys that are working with these people. And sometimes you will work with people who understand your value and understand what you got going on and how long everything takes. Sometimes you will not. Sometimes you work with people who are expecting videos in 1 or 2 days. Sometimes you will work with people who are expecting to pay less than market rate for your videos. Today, I want to break down some of the reasons why you should not become a YouTube video editor and why you should try something a little bit different. I've been doing YouTube video editing for years. I've been doing commercial video editing for years. I've been doing other types of video editing for years. And this is going to be my best advice for you guys who are looking to get started and don't know which path to go down, or even if YouTube video editing is so unfulfilling for you right now and you're getting paid below market rate and you're spending 6 days on the edit just to get paid nothing. I'm going to break down everything you need today to get that shit out of your life and to work on something much better. So one of the reasons this is happening to a lot of people that are in YouTube video editing is because the barrier of entry is so freaking low. And the reason that is because everybody's telling everybody that they should start video editing online as a side hustle to make some money on the side. There's thousands of creators, there's hundreds of new creators coming in, new creator economy, and you should be working with them to get yourself on the train and start making you some money. That's not 100% true. And the reason that is because there's so many service providers providing the same thing you are and are not being able to differentiate themselves. Everybody can do YouTube edits. Everybody can do YouTube thumbnails, and everybody can drag and drop some things on the screen to make it look cool. And the problem is you don't have what it takes to stay with these people for long term, because they can just turn around and find somebody else in 2 seconds. And this is what I've learned of working with YouTubers and creators over the last 6 years, is that there's a lot of things that go on where there's not a lot of long-term growth for you as a creative. And I truly believe it's because creators that are asking and looking for these editors are starting to become used to the rates being so low. Oh, it costs you $300 per video. I can go find somebody to do it for $50 per video. And most of these guys are new and they're like, they just want to get the content out there. And they don't really care about building with you. Most of them don't. Some of them do, but not very many. They just want to hand you some footage and allow you to make this content for them so they can put it out and keep building their audience. But they're not looking at the things that are affecting you. They're not talking about the deadlines. They're not talking about cool video ideas that can actually benefit both of you to get more views. A lot of people are actually lazy. What I mean by that is that these creators are just looking for somebody to actually do more than just editing. They want people to do editing, thumbnails, come up with the ideas, scripting it all, everything you can think of. And what it comes down to is that they actually need an assistant for that. And an assistant is going to cost you a lot of money. As a YouTube or a Twitch creator, it's going to cost you a lot of money to get that, because they're doing more than just editing videos for you. And all this stuff takes time. But that's what you have to realize. You as a creative have to realize that my time is valuable. But if you're selling all your time away and not getting paid for it, and you continue to do it month after month after month, there's no way for them to learn. They don't care. You know what I mean? People only care about what benefits them. And once I learned that, I was like, okay, my business has to turn around. I have to make some changes. And one of the best changes I made was just to avoid being just an editor. And what did I do to combat that? I decided to become more of a content strategist and a creative partner. And when I went with that kind of business model where I kind of touch every angle of video for them, I touch the business part, I touch everything, I started to get paid a lot more, because now they're like, okay, I see the value in this guy. He knows a lot about the algorithm, about when I should post, about sponsorships, about everything. And that has allowed me to raise my rates 10 times more, because now I'm not just the editor competing with all the new guys coming in. And as all these new guys coming in, it's going to push all the editor rates down over and over and over again. It's going to continue to happen. And so what I wanted to do was future-proof myself and be like, okay, what do the people that I'm working with actually need? YouTubers, creators, whatever. What do they actually need? They need somebody that's beside them that can help them along their journey and help them navigate through different parts of the creator journey, which is the losing views part, the sponsorships part, whatever. That's what I'm deciding to do now. You don't have to do that, but that's one of the things I've decided to do, along with working on commercials. As an editor, working on commercials is probably one of the best bangs for your buck, because the content you're working with is going to be pretty easy. The rates you're going to be working with are going to be above YouTube rates. I can guarantee you that, because I've been doing commercial editing for years now, over a decade. And Every time I work on a commercial, my commercial rates are way higher than YouTube rates. One commercial usually equates to about 3 or 4 YouTube videos for me. So what I started doing was focusing down and working with producers and production companies and agencies to start building out a legitimate, consistent commercial workflow for me. I can work on commercials at least once or twice a month. And from there, I get paid pretty good. I get some cool work on my portfolio. I start building the brands I'm working with. And a lot of these agencies start to trust you and they value you because they don't want to have to keep searching for a good editor. So one of the things I can also suggest, besides being a creative partner, is to go the commercial route. And a lot of you don't understand how that works, but it takes a lot more work than the YouTube route. It takes a lot of networking. It takes a lot of emailing and talking to these producers. It takes a lot of understanding what the actual value of you being an editor is for an agency. For a lot of us, it would be beneficial to actually become more of a commercial editor first before jumping online, because yes, the online barrier to entry is very low and you can start today and you can start downloading and getting portfolios done. I recommend that for a lot of people. But commercial is probably a better way because you can just make a resume online, you can apply to jobs, and that's probably one of the smartest ways to get into video editing, honestly, is having a consistent agency you can work with over and over again. Even if it's a 9 to 5, have a consistent agency where you can work with, you get paid a good hourly rate or a good project rate, and you get to build up all these different credentials, all these people you're working with. That's how I love doing it, and that's how I'm continuing to do it, along with being a creative partner online to creators and YouTubers. That's probably one of my favorite things to do right now. And I suggest if you want to be future-proofed inside of this online space, you have to figure out a way to differentiate yourself or find a consistent business model that works for you. Don't listen to all these gurus that are telling you that it's easy to get clients, send cold DMs, send cold emails. All this stuff, it works, but only to a certain extent. You're going to eventually at some point have to spend some money or start networking with people that can get you consistent work over and over again. Sending thousands of cold DMs a day, kind of a waste of time, because once you send that DM most of the time and somebody reads it and they're not interested, that's your first impression and they're gone. They don't want to deal with you ever again. They're going to find somebody else. And what you want to do is just build conversations, start asking people questions, start saying what's up, start following people, start commenting back, start liking back. That's what's called building your network and building your personal brand and posting content online. That's going to help you navigate this dirty and tricky world of online video editing and online YouTube editing at that. Hold on, before I forget, I wanted to add one more thing to this video, and it is the rise of AI. And AI right now, it's not the greatest. It's okay. Like, it does cool things, and we're like, damn, that looks dope. But I think over time, as we move forward in the next 2 to 3 years, there are going to be a lot more AI programs popping up that are going to automate what we're doing. That may be cutting down raw footage. That may be generating shorts. That may be customizing things. At some point, it's going to be a means to an end for us. And what I'm saying is that the only way to beat that is by being you and understanding the business model and building your personal brand right now and figuring out which business model works for you, and stop listening to gurus online. They don't know anything. They've never had any real experience. They've never worked with a lot of people. They just started online. They've seen guys making money and they thought they can jump in and do the same thing. So the reason they're selling you these products is because they're not making any money themselves. But that's for another video. Let me know if you guys like this video. If you want to get into this conversation that we're having right now on our Discord, there's a free link in the description. And if you want a one-on-one coaching call where I can get you through all this bullshit and start helping you navigate what's really going on out here and start getting you real jobs, hit that link in the description as well. Book a one-on-one coaching call and I can help you out.